Everything that you do and that you are has an effect on the world around you, but also inside of you, like everything.
Wow. Everything correlates.
Exactly. Everything is interconnected. Even the smallest, tiniest things.
That's like the butterfly effect, where it says something as small as the wings of a butterfly flicking.
Have an effect on the world.
Yes. And
can create a hurricane.
Yeah. The tiniest change can be such a quantum leap. And I really like what you're explaining right now, because I have realized that a quantum jump is just choosing different sometimes. And the best example from my side that I love to give is, before I met you, I did such a huge quantum jump that put me in the perfect position to meet you.
Blessings, 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 everyone. The young elders are back.
Hey, everyone.
Blessings to y'all, man. I hope you're doing good.
Peace, peace, love, and power to the people.
I hope you're doing good, man. I hope you're doing amazing. I hope you are becoming stronger. I hope you are learning from the battles, man, because
it's warrior mode out here.
Yeah, it's really warrior mode, man. Like, a lot is going on. I know it. I feel it deep down, man, that every single one of you guys, whoever is watching this, you are going through some major challenges. You're going through battles. There's something happening. No matter what you believe in, no matter what you're doing, you're definitely feeling something. And
something big is going on. Like, we are recording live from the event of the events. There is literally a big revolution going on right now.
Hey, you know what I read today? Sorry that I have to scream, man, but this is like... Okay. Snoop Dogg said he stopped smoking. Like, something is definitely going on, you know?
Yeah, I reposted his statement and I literally wrote, "The world is healing."
I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. Done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all sticky icky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove fix fire.
That's crazy, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. No matter who you are, you can be Snoop Dogg or just a regular dude, whatever. Everyone is going through something right now.
You can be a dog, you can be a cat, you can be just an insect.
Yes.
It doesn't matter who you are. There is a spiritual revolution going on. And you know, I can dive real deep from the beginning, but I'm not going to do that today.
I think that's my job today.
Yeah. But I was just going to say, from a spiritual point of view, everything is really interesting. And I'm very excited to give the people insight from the spiritual perspective that considers multiple layers of reality and dimensions. So yeah, we will have a very detailed conversation. If it gets too much for you, pause, bestie, and come back later. Because we understand a lot of the teachings, the inspirations, the wisdoms. You can receive it, but what really matters is the integration of what sticks to you, what your soul resonates with. And we just love to share our truth, and you can see what resonates for your heart. So it's a win-win situation.
Exactly. I love the word exactly.
It's the same like period. It's on point, straight to the point.
What I really want to do today or tonight or whenever you're watching this is really like show you different examples of situations that we are going through, so you can see and feel like what it really means that we are talking about all the time, you know? Because just before this episode started, man.
Ooh, spill the tea.
For example, let's talk about quantum jumps. Quantum jumps are something maybe only people really know about that are studying physics or are in the physics
Quantum
aspects of life.
physics.
And the quantum physics, especially that, because not every physics is about quantum physics. But when we talk about quantum jumps, like before this episode started, I was on a complete different frequency, man. Like I was
worried. I was like, damn, are we going to record this today? Because damn.
Hey guys, I tell you, like I've been through 1 trillion different frequencies, 1 trillion different emotions within minutes and seconds. Like,
That's brave of you. That's really what healing can look like.
it all started with nothing. I don't even know what it was. That was the thing. Like, we're talking here about a trigger, okay? We're talking about a triggering situation. And people usually don't see themselves and don't realize that they're triggered. They just think that they're always right. They are always right, and they're privileged or allowed to do whatever they want to do. But the thing is, with us, we're at this point right now where we realize, okay, I am really the creator of my reality, you know? And
With every single thought.
yes, with every single thought, with every single emotion, with everything, with every single action, like everything that you do and that you are has a effect on the world, you know, on the effect on the world around you, but also inside of you, like everything. So
Wow. Everything correlates.
exactly, everything is interconnected.
Yeah.
Even the smallest, tiniest things.
That's like the butterfly effect, where it says the wings, something as small as the wings of a butterfly flicking.
Have an effect on the world.
Yes. And
can create a hurricane.
yeah, the tiniest change can be such a quantum leap. And I really like what you're explaining right now, because I have realized lately that a quantum jump is just choosing different sometimes. And the best example from my side that I love to give is, before I met you, I did such a huge quantum jump that put me in the perfect position to meet you. Because it was really like, I just flipped the switch and I didn't even do much. I just chose different. And by choosing, I mean choosing something from a place of sovereignty. Sovereignty meaning I take full responsibility for this choice.
Can you give us, or can you go into more detail, like for people to really understand what you're talking about?
You mean about our situation?
No, the example you're doing, the quantum jump, what was it about? Like, what happened? What did you do? Like, what was it about? Like, share as much as you want to share, but can you share a little for the people to understand? Like, because we're very theoretical.
Yeah.
That's why today I want to give some examples.
Okay, thank you.
In the
for
face.
guiding.
We throw it in your face.
Yes. So before I met Kossi, I had I had a limiting self-belief that had a grip on me. And the grip was so strong, it was like, it wasn't me who was re-choosing the same situation. And that really made me realize this is something that's really limiting. There is something going on that's really limiting me. And those are just self-belief systems that were created throughout my life. For example, I was unconsciously choosing partners who were disloyal because I was addicted to the feeling of being replaced and rejected. because I had this program running, and why I did a quantum jump was because I realized that. And then I took responsibility for it.
You just
It happened.
said stop.
And I had to forgive myself that I chose in a way before that led me to this point. The hardest part. I had to forgive myself that all of this happened and led me to this point. But before I met Kossi, I had a situation where I was exhausted. I was like, I'm tired. I'm seeing now. And now I take responsibility to choose different, and I quantum jumped. It was really when I didn't care about any man ever anymore, was when I met you. I was like, I never would have thought that. Men like you exist, but apparently I had to detach myself from any idea a man in a relationship had to be for me that I had prior, and they were very toxic patterns. I was like, I let them go, and that was a quantum jump, because then I was free. I was liberated from them. I was like an unwritten paper again.
Yeah, it's really like at some point we're diving deeper and deeper into ourselves and just getting to know more aspects. That's why like the paper is getting more empty and emptier, because you're
rewriting.
Like the potential is just, it's like always about infinity. The potential is becoming more infinite because you're just discovering new and new layers about yourself. So interesting, man. Very interesting. But
that's really the cool thing about getting older too, because wow, like you really become stronger throughout life when you keep doing this work. And I love to call it soul work, because a lot of people don't.
Soul is hustling.
A lot of people don't want to hustle with their soul because they have sold their soul. So they took the money, and now the soul is working for them. Damn. They are working for the soul.
Yeah, we're diving deep again.
Yeah. They're being used. Yeah, so I really like today's theme with our outfits. It's giving mystery.
It's Queen Kimono, QQ, and King Kimono, KK, in the building. Bless y'all, bless y'all, bless y'all.
This looks so pretty.
Alrighty.
I want to share my dream.
Yeah.
It really fits the theme. I was about to say, that's why I love today's look, because it's really giving a little mystic moment.
There's a lot to share.
Big Scorpio energy is going on today. I love that for us. So I just want to share about my dream, because what I really want to add on to is when you said you just get to know more layers and aspects about yourself. And what I have noticed since we have introduced you guys to my dreams last episode, I want to share some more about it. That the more I get to know myself, of course, the deeper I am able to dream.
Yes. Definitely. Because, it's like also we talked in the last episode, like you're discovering new parts of yourself in your dream, bringing that into real life, discovering new parts there, bringing that into the dream world, discovering new there. Like, it's just, you're just jumping.
The soul constantly expanding and experiencing in both dimensions.
Yes.
Yes.
I wanted to tell the story from my quantum jump before.
I will talk about my dream later.
And because we wanted to, this thing was after everything happened, like, okay, I was deeply triggered.
Before the podcast,
I was at a whole different frequency, a whole different vibration. Like, my lower self or my shadow self is just like an energy that tries to close the borders and just go inwards. Like it's hard to explain, but today
You go inwards, you mean? You go full introvert mode? Or what do you mean by inwards?
Yeah, it wants to go into introvert mode, like to really take
your lower self.
Yeah.
You mean your shadow self by that?
Yeah, my shadow self, like
your triggered self.
My triggered self. Yeah, when I'm triggered. But the thing was, I didn't even knew what was exactly the trigger. That's why I was so confused, because it just was like from one moment to the other, it's like an energy comes into me and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, it's like you're drunk or high, but just on a different energy, you know? And this trigger felt so dense and deep this time. Like, it's just getting deeper and deeper. That's why when I saw this video before on your laptop about this new moon is like very strong, or the strongest, very intense. Like, I was like, yes, this was very intense. Like this quantum jump from the frequency of being excited and being high, like you literally feel lighter in your essence. Like it's like you could fly, to just being like, everyone annoys you. Like you don't like anyone. Everybody get out of your way. Like it's just two different energies. And I realized that, and I knew, like, we talked before, you said like you didn't know if we were still gonna record the podcast, because I felt the same. I was like, yo, in this mode I cannot record anything. Like I couldn't even talk, you know.
I respected that fully. I gave you grace, and I also was just praying for you. I think it really worked.
Yes.
You did so well, because you guys, you know, he just went into meditation.
That's so funny. From your perspective, I just left in the lowest frequency out of the room and then come back in a higher frequency. It was like too it's like I'm bipolar or schizophrenic or whatever people like to call it, but it's just really two different persons.
Yeah, I was like, welcome back.
And
you good. Like, those were just emotions. This is not a mental disorder. Like, you good.
What I wanted to share with you is, today I discovered a side of me that really feels like no one knows me like I know myself, you know? And that's why today it felt like, for me, it's sometimes hard to accept help, because I just love the challenge, you know? I just love to do things for myself.
I really don't accept help ever.
And today I was like, only I can help myself. But the shadow side of that is no one cares about me.
Because you never receive help.
Yeah, but because I don't allow myself to receive help, you know?
Of course.
But my ego is like, she don't care about me, they don't care about me, everybody wants something from me, everybody's stressing me, like time is pressuring me. Like, it was so much weight on my shoulders that I just put on my shoulders myself again, you know? Because when I thought about it, the thing that triggered me was when I asked you about the meditation.
You know what? I was about to say it. I was about to interrupt you, but now you're saying it. I was about to say, because you said you didn't know what you was triggered about first. But I knew what you was triggered about, because you really relied on me helping you with the meditation, because you just needed to accept some help from someone. And because I said I don't want to do it right now, you was just feeling left so down, because you really relied on this one time someone could help you, you know? You felt like I let you down. And that's really why I told you and tried to affirm you, like, if I can help you with anything, I literally came to him and I was like, if I can help you with anything, I want to help you. And I also reminded you, if you need help with anything, just let me know. I know that you're not going to ask me for help right now, but I will keep affirming you, and eventually you will ask me for help when you need it.
And I'm just thinking, thanks. Thank you very much. Thanks for seeing me, because I feel like out there in the world, people really have to see this, you know? That it's normal to be triggered.
Yeah.
How to
navigate all of this.
Like how to work with it. Like you just literally, you just
for
have to.
For yourself and also those around you, and especially your partner, who is the most affected by your emotional state.
like you really have to also take accountability.
Yeah.
You know, take accountability for the destruction that sometimes happens because of your actions. Because for me, it was like, that's why I said sorry, because I didn't want it to act that way.
Why?
But
You said sorry when?
I said sorry for keep you waiting because of all that. But the thing is, when you take accountability, like...
You took accountability there by saying sorry.
Yeah, but it's also like forgiving yourself, you know? To be like, I did, it's okay, sorry.
I mean,
like,
you need to forgive yourself first before you can truly apologize, I think. And by saying I'm sorry, you automatically also forgive yourself for whatever you just went through and whatever that may had caused.
Yeah. And these two emotions, they were so vastly different from each other, you know? The state before and the state after, like, that's why, because frequencies, they're operating, like I said, when I was triggered, everything felt very dense. It was really like someone is pulling me down. I was like, yo, this is heavy. And the way how I released it, even before we started this, we did a little meditation with breathing. Like, I'm always breathing when I'm triggered. I always breathe deeply into myself. And I don't know, I just discover parts of myself and I just let them go. I just cry. I release them.
So breath connects you to your emotions.
Yes, breath connects so deep into emotions, man.
Yes.
Like,
Great
breath.
quote.
Breath is really one of the greatest cheat codes that the universe gave us.
I feel like you are also a master of breath.
Yeah,
you are well studied in breath.
It's really...
And it shows.
I read those breath books and stuff. Yeah. Like, I just do it intuitively, you know? I don't even think about what I have to do because I just know that when I breathe that kind of way, I can navigate something within myself, you know? When I'm
moving.
When I'm triggered, I know how to breathe. Mm-hmm. When I'm nervous, I know how to breathe. When I have anxiety, I know how to breathe. When I'm exhausted, I know how to breathe. When in many different situations where people lose their control over themselves, they forgot to breathe. It's always about the breath, you know?
Wow.
But when you master the breath, you master yourself. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. That's why...
Damn. Oof.
That's why I just know.
Damn. Yeah, I gotta write that down for myself because I don't breathe when I'm angry. I don't breathe when I'm anxious. Like, why do people get panic attacks?
They lost the breath.
Yeah. And that's why they're holding on for dear life. Because without breath, there is no life.
And like you said, I was also thinking about the people that, or even my past self, that was not able to let go because I had no tools back then, you know? You just triggered and you just carry that on like for years, for months, for days, like whatever, you know? The resentment or stuff that we experience throughout our life.
And they just attach onto your energetic body. And
yes.
You carry them for your life. Some people carry stuff for lifetimes.
And you can only think about how if something is dense, it has to weight something. Some things weight not in a physical aspect, but on a spiritual aspect, on the emotional aspect. You know, you see people that are so angry for nothing.
They're like this.
Yeah, like they just shrink together because everything becomes denser.
Yeah,
you're like
their energy body's like
so stressed, you know?
Yeah. There's something that needs to break out. And so when there's a trigger, it just explodes.
Yes.
So guys, we just wanted to share with you that we are really grateful that you're watching until this moment, because today is especially a deep one. And yeah, the divine is just streaming. So if you are here with us, able to understand the message, we just want to give thanks because That's a beautiful confirmation for us that we're in this together, and we just give you guys blessings for sharing the message and doing the work and elevating together with us and really creating this new earth.
Yes.
Yes, we are very grateful that our conversations can have an impact on people's lives. Before we do this podcast, we really give thanks to this microphone for transmitting our word out into the world and reaching people. That's a miracle. Like, can we be for real? Like, we can reach so many people, and we're grateful for every single one of you guys.
Yes. It's really that, exactly, because we've been recording a lot of episodes already, and I just also wanted to give thanks, to just give thanks for everyone supporting, for everyone liking, for everyone leaving comment, for everyone watching, for everyone sharing,
for everyone who's just stepping by to draw
Yes.
some inspiration from the incredible looks we're serving you guys. We're at your service.
Yes. Really, everyone in whatever form they're supporting, you're supporting yourself, you're supporting us, and that's wonderful, and that's what we're grateful for,
I also want to give thanks for all the critics, because they also matter. Like, all us together make the world go around, Not only our supporters, also our critics, because they also strengthen us.
Yes. We need every form of information we can apply to our life. If it's high information or low information, we know how to alchemize it, We know how to just transform it so it can be useful in a beneficial way for us and for the people.
You know what, Kossi? I didn't even tell you my dream.
Yeah, tell us your dream.
Yeah. We're always coming back.
We keep it pushing.
So why I think this dream is so interesting
moment
is because of the way I interpret the situation. So I really feel like the work we are doing, Kossi and me, he is sitting and just sharing vulnerably codes and our experiences with the world is really coming from a place of service. And it is so interesting because to us that is really like light work. Like just light workers uniting, forming a divine union. That is light work. And, because we are really in the revolutionary times, like we talked about before, is a part of it is really a lot of people awakening and looking for answers. And we are really thankful to be able to provide answers, because we are like living in a light worker lifestyle, or having a light worker experience, kinda. And the times are switching in a way that light workers are way more needed. Why? Because a lot of the shadow aspects of this world and how it applies to certain societies is really just coming more and more to the light. And we need guidance of the light in these dark ass times.
Yeah, it doesn't matter in which field, or rather, I would say, often when people think or people talk about or just try to escape from the matrix, whatever form, they're always thinking in physical terms, to escape physically, but it's really a internal thing to do. So it doesn't matter really what you're doing out there, where you're living, where you're working. Like, to really escape the matrix, you have to dive deep within and transform everything within, because you can...
That's how you transform everything without.
Yes, exactly. Like, you can try to run away from your challenges, you can try to run away from dealing with uncomfortable situations, but
jobs, experiences, relationships, where you live, like, we can escape everything, but that's that's really just an escape. It's not a liberation.
Exactly. And I think we live in a time right now where escapism is very tempting, you know, like on every corner of the internet, you will find everything that you want. You know, you will find someone who can teach you how to make $100,000 in 2 days. You will find somebody who can teach you like how to get all the women, how to get all the men, to get this, to get that. Like everyone is trying to solve all of their problems, but not in a real way, more in a fake cheating way, you know?
Yeah, it's an external way.
Yeah, they always try to...
It's not light work. If you're doing light work or not, it's really depending on your intention.
Yes, and...
what you want to do with your work. And if your intention is you don't care, you just want to get by in life, you're just not a light worker. Because I think to be a light worker, your intention needs to be of service. And that's what people really... It's hard to understand. I totally get that, because when you are in a survival mode, you are not trying to be of service of anyone. You're really trying to survive and meet your basic needs first and foremost. And that is definitely a reality to so many people. But it doesn't change the reality for us that when you see like the Maslow's pyramid, there is another step still. Like, it doesn't change the fact that there is a step above surviving. It does exist, and there is a way to reach it. And that's what we are talking about. And we have damn well been in other parts of the pyramid.
It's back and forth, back and forth. It's really a game. Like you're jumping. That's a quantum jumps, you know. You're jumping from one layer to the next and falling again, then jumping, falling, jumping. Like it's really a game between those different frequencies. But I think that's the nice thing about life, you know, to just enjoy this game.
Experience.
Yeah, to enjoy every experience, no matter if you're in the state of enlightenment or in the state of survival.
That's how you escape. That's how you liberate yourself within the matrix, is you take all of it.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
you don't escape any of it.
You accept it, you take it, you transform it, then you give it back.
Yeah.
Then you receive again.
And I think it's very interesting to me that when you're able to talk about the high frequencies and spirituality and stuff, I feel like a lot of people assume that you just want to stay up there, you know, but that's not the case. It is definitely the case for a lot of people who are trapped in delusion and are ungrounded. But to me personally, just because I like to speak about it a lot doesn't mean that I'm not experiencing the full spectrum of the reality and needed experience.
That's really what I thought about before we started this episode, because to me it feels like the last days, the last weeks in general, like been very challenging, you know, in many aspects of life. But as soon as we start to record this podcast, everything feels like in alignment again, you know. As soon as we start to talk and it starts to flow, I'm like, yeah, that's what really everything is happening for. Even though it feels sometimes very challenging when you're trapped in this survival ego about money, how to get money, how to do this, how to do that, how to achieve this, how to achieve that. Or you're having just a difficult time with your partner, like you're just going through challenges, but you take something out of every situation and apply it into your
you surrender.
Yeah, you really surrender, and
you don't escape no more.
You do something out of that situation.
You're
know?
Floating with it.
Yes.
Surfing.
What does Kari say? I ride no wave, baby. I'm surfing on my own wave. Yeah, surfing on your own wave. Something like that. But yeah, like you're really surfing with the flow of the universe. But also like navigating a little bit.
I pray everyone gets the opportunity to experience flow. And I pray everyone gets familiar with flow. This is what I envision for the future of our Earth, is that more people will be safe enough to get into flow. And it will be a lot easier when the people who are able to be in flow already start doing that, you know? Because there is a lot of privileged people who are trapped in victim mindsets. They could have a beautiful, successful life because, you know, their basic needs are met. And there's a lot of people whose basic needs are met and they're still suffering. So I pray and I really wish that more people will wake up to what the flow is by forgiving themselves, accepting themselves. And also forgiveness and acceptance, allowing them to dive into parts and aspects about themselves that they have not experienced yet, like being compassionate.
That's what we need the light workers for, you know.
Yes. We remind you of compassion, surrender, flow, acceptance, forgiveness. Like, who is teaching you about those things? What is being taught anyway these days? Like, I feel like it's so absurd the way we are moving forward. And I open Google and I can use this AI tool that does my homework.
That's the thing.
Like, bro, like, can I learn? It's so upsetting for people who truly want to learn in this life, you know? Like, we want to be great and be better. Like, we don't want to fit into this agenda that is being promoted, that is dumping people down. We don't want to be below our potential and trapped in a prison. We do not want to be. We do not consent. I understand truth hurts. And it's hurtful when you're not in truth and someone else is. This shit is triggering. But I am so sure of my light that I allow your shadow to exist. And eventually even my biggest haters, they turn into fans because they're like, bro, I'm trying to hate her, but like, why I feel better after visiting her page? Like, I was trying to hate on her, but like, now I feel inspired.
Legendary. That's really legendary.
And man, I unblocked them because I'm like, to be honest, you can learn a lot from me.
That's why I was saying, when we start to, like, I'm really excited for what the future holds, you know, because every day I'm manifesting a legacy with you, but I'm also thinking, like, the thing about the legacy is it's still in the unknown, you know, because today
only God knows.
Today, I really thought about how important it is for us to share our own experience from our own life, you know, to kind of invest that vulnerability, you know, to share our own stories that we go through so people can see, like, what it means, you know, to transform or to alchemize a situation or to do these quantum jumps. Because I feel like with your ability to share the stories, to share your own dream stories, we're still going to talk about the dream, or to explain how I go through these challenges with my mental energy, you know, like, these are the things that sparkles this light onto others, so their light can be triggered and realize, like, okay, next time I'm triggered, I'm trying to do this too. I'm trying to learn about breathing. What is it with my dreams? I've been also dreaming a lot, but I don't know about, like, you know, to just share our own.
I realized that too.
Our own energy.
I've been kind of gatekeeping a lot, but I also
what does gatekeeping means?
Not sharing.
Okay. Yeah, I have that problem too.
Yeah, because but it's also to me something completely understandable, because there are times where you need to protect your energy a lot, and that's not gatekeeping, that's really like integrating wisdoms before you can share them. But yeah, I absolutely agree with you on that. And back to why all of this that we're talking about is important for my story about my dream is to kind of understand the emotional atmosphere of the dream. Because, I will now kind of try to guide you through what I experienced in my dream. So when I'm in the dream, there is an atmosphere of, it is, if the atmosphere was a season, it would definitely be like right now, late November. Everything was very gloomy, cold,
Gloomy.
a bit scary, and I was traveling somewhere, and I knew it was in America. I was definitely, what I was doing in the dream is I was active in the music industry. And I was a very important person there. I think I was a manager or an assistant, but I never saw the celebrity myself who I was managing. And then I kind of got into a situation where, in the dream, where I could give Kossi a job in the industry, and then he started working as a producer there. So
Interesting.
because of, you was a music producer, and because of him being more in the industry, I also got closer into the industry. And then I'm realizing, because of the feeling in my dream, there is a lot of very weird energy going on, and I'm very uncomfortable with how our life is kind of the direction it's going. Like it's really a dystopian feeling. And I'm trying to tell you, I'm very uncomfortable, like something is wrong here, and I'm trying to text you, but I remember being scared of telling you because I felt monitored. And the energy in the circles that we were around was very cultish, like very dark cult energy, because I remember there were a lot of people who were handlers, like celebrity handlers, who were like bodyguards.
Guys, there are really handlers out there. I learned about that today. Like, what is a handler? Can you tell the people what is a handler? I think there are a lot of people who don't know what a handler is.
Yeah, so a handler, for example, in Hollywood is someone who guides the celebrity towards what they need to be doing for the whole team. Because the celebrity is really just a puppet being used, and a lot of people are profiting off of their career. So there need to be a lot of handlers who keep them in check, that they're definitely going to do what they want them to do. So I met these people in my dream. I was around them and I was very uncomfortable. So I tried to tell Kossi that we need to get out of this industry immediately. And then it got very dramatic very quick, because I tried to make my way out of a building that we were all together. And there was Doja Cat. I met her in the back room. And I was very afraid of her because she was very tweaked out on some drugs. She was on some weird shit energetically. So she was my confirmation. I need to get out of this building. I was inside of the building, I was trying to find you and collect you to leave with me. But as soon as I enter your room, we're getting shot, like shots are firing, because I understand they know we're trying to get out of here. They already noticed. So I didn't know what happened to you, because I jumped out of the window and I started shooting. And then I'm outside in the snow. I have no coat, no shoes on. And I'm running for my life, kinda. And then I try to reach you, and It was a situation that was very traumatic for me because you didn't pick up your phone. Because you always pick up your phone. That's my feeling that I attach to you, is you always pick up the phone. So when you don't pick up the phone, there's something is up. And that's how I knew in the dream they shot you. How I interpret the dream is the industry will never promote a divine union. Like, they are such a mismatch that the divine union is a big threat to the industry.
Is there one couple right now, one so-called famous couple that represents a divine union, a healthy union? Like, of course, there are many different wonderful working unions out there, but like, I mean,
Promoted in the culture.
On a promoted in the culture base, yeah. Is there someone? Like,
So
maybe we're not thinking about it right, but
the last one I remember is Lauren London and Nipsey Hussle, and they shot Nipsey.
crazy.
Yeah, and he also knew too much.
Bless them.
Bless her for real. And yeah, I feel like that's what I experienced in my dream, kinda, right? Is
Yeah,
that not
just
the
a
same
different
thing?
version of it.
Yeah, and that's also why we're protecting this video space, everything we put out into the universe, into the internet, that is can be monitored by everyone. We're putting spiritual protection because, you know, we're good.
Thanks for the protection.
Thank you so much that we can do this.
Yeah, I have compassion for you, because my dreams have lately also been very, I would say, vivid or real, because you remember 3 days ago, I don't know, I don't remember when exactly it was, but I dreamed that my sister died in my dream. And guys, it's such a weird feeling to experience a death of someone in your dream, because like today, you just wake up and be like,
I was so happy to see him.
it's,
I was like,
the thing with dreams, I think a lot of people don't dream that intense, but
I felt the feeling. I was so devastated because I tried to call him and I couldn't reach him, but instead I was the voice messages you left me that I haven't heard yet were playing. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is you. No, come back. Like I was connected to you, but I knew you was gone. Like, the feeling was crazy. Why was I experiencing that? Like, that broke my heart, like hearing your voice, knowing you're gone. Like, what the heck?
we talked about it once, that really everything in the end that matters are emotions,
Yes.
because emotions are what makes life worth living. And that's the thing, when you dream something, you're experiencing everything. It's like in Inception, in Inception, the movie, for example, if they're fighting the enemy would not kill them, because they know if they kill you in their dream, you're gonna wake up. But they was putting pain onto them, I remember the one scene where they shot the friend from Leonardo DiCaprio.
There's no use threatening him in a dream, right, Mom?
That depends on what you're threatening. Killing him would just wake him up. But pain... pain is in the mind.
In the dream, and he felt this because your brain is processing everything. So the pain feels very real until you wake up. And then it's so-called gone, but it's still real because emotions, you just feel them, you just feel them, and everything that you feel is real. That's the thing with when we talk about creating your reality and stuff, because truth and reality for me are two different things, Truth is like the combination of, truth is everything. Truth is you seeing the whole picture. But reality...
Truth is the all-seeing
yes,
God.
Reality is really just one aspect of the truth. that doesn't mean that it's not
A
real, you know?
perspective.
Yes, it's just one perspective. It's like you have this big circle and truth is like this dot and the realities are just seeing this dot from different angles, you know? They want to see it from here, they want to see it from there. Like he's
Truth
like,
is the whole circle.
exactly. Truth is like everything, but people are not able to see truth. That's why people aren't able to speak truth, because everybody can speak their reality, you know? If you understand that Nazi, black man hater, whatever they have in their mind, you know, that is their reality. They really, for them, it's real, but it's not truth, you know? Truth would be like, okay, I see he's brainwashed like that. He thinks that, like, you see the whole compassionate picture. It doesn't mean that you don't protect yourself or whatever, in which form, whatever happens, but you just see that he's just you. He's not a form of you. You
It's
just
oneness. You're speaking of oneness.
Exactly, that's oneness. Like you accept that, okay, his soul wants to experience that reality, even though it's like this and this and that reality, like you can have discernment about what he's going through, but to really see truth is different, you know? It's just like, yo, okay, you're just on the oneness frequency, the 5th dimension or whatever. But yeah, and dreams are just, the more vivid they become, the more you just feel and everything becomes real, you know? You just realize like, okay, these both worlds are really real. Like, yeah, they're just real because you experience emotions within them. So, yeah, that's a very interesting dream that you had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I feel like it was also kind of a warning for me to be on site.
On site. On site.
I'm not closing my third eye for no money.
That eye wide open.
And I also don't wanna. It was to me a warning to not put myself into environments that could threaten my truth like that. Because I remember also after I couldn't call you, the handlers sent me a message that if I'm gonna speak about anything that I witnessed, they're gonna kill me. And I was ready to die. I was ready to share the truth and head out. Because they already took everything from me. So I was like, I'm gonna take everything from you.
Thanks for sharing this very vulnerable story of yours, because dreams are just part of our real life.
Part of our reality.
Yes, definitely part of our reality. But to me, it feels like we've been sharing a lot today.
Yeah, today was very intense.
Yeah, it was really very intense. Not for the guests or for the viewers, but also for us.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think now it's time for people to digest what they've heard.
To rest and digest.
Mm-hmm. We have to rest and digest too. So, yes, I just want to say thank you again.
Thank you guys for coming.
Thanks again for watching,
Thank you guys
man.
for pulling up. And thanks for staying until this moment.
Yes.
You are a real one. You are the chosen one. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for taking care.
And see you next time.
Stay blessed. Enjoy. Grow. Love. And thanks for supporting. Again, thanks for supporting. Bless the people, man. Bless Katja. Katja's our Alrighty, guys. See y'all.